I realized
Hey.
I unmuted you all, but I didn't unmute myself.
Yo.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Oh, good thing I didn't say
Hello.
anything.
Yeah. You just stared longingly into the camera.
Just wanted to look at everyone's beautiful eyes.
Ooh.
Welcome back to the second part of the first episode of Catches and Cantrips, where it seems like the group is about to go look for the boat captain to take them further up the coast. So let's just jump right into it.
Great. Yeah, we'll head to the docks and look for whoever is in charge. Here.
So
You. Point me to whoever is in charge.
Are you at you're at the docks there? So
Yes.
you make your way over to the docks by the river, and you kind of just see this person. He's like, "Who, me? Are you gonna look for the harbor master Kriv?"
Where's this crib?
Well, he's in the harbor master house next to the
Yeah, where's
docks.
this?
He kind of says, "You should just go that way, just a couple of well, just go that way. You can't miss it."
Just that way, Ron. This is we go.
I have work to do, and he kind of carries his box off.
Very well.
So as you are going along the docks, you can see these kind of various vessels there. It's kind of bigger than you would imagine for this size of a town. It seems like there's a lot of activity around the docks here. One note that you do see while you're there is there is a boat flying colors that you may not be familiar with. It is like a red and like slate flag on the boat. You see just a couple of deckhands around it. It seems to be anchored, and you continue along around, and you can kind of see the harbor master's area. You can look for him if you'd like.
I just start yelling. We are looking for one called Kriv.
And I'm like, Kriv! Kriv!
This is a not.
Yes, good
Okay.
Vin. Krin!
So you see like some deckhands and dock workers are like, "Hey, shut up! Go that way! Stop yelling!" And then someone's like, "You stop yelling! Why is they yelling? So I'm yelling!"
I just yell back, thank you.
And they start
And
a
I say,
shouting
loud
match.
noises!
So you make your way into the where the harbor master area is. You kind of walk into this wooden building that's kind of in the central area of the docks there. You walk in and you see someone kind of writing some things down on some parchments in the area. He is a very stocky, large blue dragonborn behind the desk.
Ooh.
Are you the
Hello,
one
are
they
you
call
Kriv?
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 Yes.
Who's
Have
that?
Was
you
it
heard us?
Crib or Crib?
You heard us yelling earlier.
Oh, that was you yelling? Quit that shit. I'm Kriv, what do you want? He just continues writing, doesn't even really pay attention to you.
We're
We are
looking
looking
for the Captain Delius Rago.
Froggo? Froggo.
He kind of
Frog.
just
B.
looks up. You're looking you're looking for that bastard? He won't be in until probably the morning. He's not due back.
So he is a bastard.
Yeah, you see me telling me that he owes me money. At least 10, 15 gold.
That's a good amount of money.
What time did you say again?
Not sure, sometime tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow.
So how can we
Well, if he
tell
is-
him that he owes you money if we cannot find him?
Make a persuasion check.
12.
A 12. He kind of looks at you. I mean, I'm very busy. If, I got a lot of shit to do around here. mean, you could convince me to tell you exactly when he's gonna come in.
Ron will wait. And I cross my arms and I just like get closer and see what he's doing.
Looks like he's writing just like inventory, looking at kind of manifests to see who's in, a list of ships that are there, things like that. He kind of looks up and kind of takes his stuff back. I mean, you can wait all you like, I don't give a shit.
Vin, why don't you go outside and do more of those loud noises? It seems like they really like it, since they don't want us to leave.
Hello? Where are you? Hello?
And then you hear someone like, oh, and someone's like, shut up.
Valken's like in a little bit of has a little bit of the cold sweats from the drink, and he's kind of like a little bit agitated because he hasn't had any sort of like significant sweet intake. And he's just like, come on, please, not loud, please.
I kind of have an epiphany moment, and I'm like, oh, Ron knows what to do. This is part where you give gold in exchange for information.
He looks at you and kind of nods, and he's like, that's
this
right,
harbor
big
master
man. Mhm.
exploiting us.
Now
because
you
he
understand
knows.
how things work around here. And he kind of holds his hand out.
I like shift in my pockets. I pull out some lint and a copper piece. This should suffice.
No. More.
I'm chewing gum and I like put it in his hand as well.
Yes, good, Vin. More stuff.
If he kind of pulls his hand away and he's like, do I have to spell this out for you? Are you all stupid or something? A copper?
Yes,
you give
it
me a
is.
gold, I tell you exactly when Dalius gets into the harbor. You don't give me a
Or-
gold, you can fuck off.
Or we can just wait and see when his boat gets here. It will not be that hard.
Fine
But
by me.
then you'll have to deal with my friends here, who are very loud and big.
What'd you say?
Wait, what'd you say? Hello? Shut up!
Oh!
I'm gonna attempt another persuasion check. This can happen all day.
Go for it.
Natural 20, so 24.
And he kind of just like,
Ooh-wee.
you can see him like kind of rubbing his temple. He's like, first thing in the morning, he's
Hello?
gonna be on a small keel boat and he'll be looking for you. Now get the fuck out of here before I find my friends to get you the fuck out of here. Are we done here? Good.
Yes, thank you. Excellent, Vin. We're good here. Tomorrow morning, we will return.
Good. This means we have time. I think we need to get Val some sort of sugar situation. I think like he might be diabetic or like something's
Val's
going on with
barely-
him.
He's barely paying attention to what's going on. He's just like, not good.
Val, do you need like a piggyback ride? Are you gonna be okay?
Ron will carry Val.
Fine.
Yeah,
Like a
Ron,
baby.
get him. Yeah, like a baby. Let's
And
go
then
find him
I
some
move
cake.
over and I scoop
fine.
him up.
I'm fine.
Shh, it's okay, Val. Shh. Ron is here. And I start
Unless you
Rubbing
turn
his
into
head.
a giant cookie right now, this is not working.
Ron has ability to disguise oneself, but not Cookie.
That would be a very good trick though, if you could figure that one out, Ron.
Ron will ponder.
Okay. You over there, do you know where the baker is?
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
We ain't got no bakery. Wait,
Do you have like somebody's
Where
grandma
can
that
you
makes
get
cookies?
food?
you mean where the bread is?
Yeah. That's
Um,
called a bakery. What is wrong with you?
Well, I
Swear
just
people
work
up north are
I
so
just
stupid.
work on the ships, and yeah, the bakery's down the street. Well, if you go down and then go left, and then you go right,
That's fine, we'll figure
and
it
you go
out.
past
Stop
the
talking.
statue, and then
Left,
you go right,
right,
again, and then you go down the
statue.
next, and then it'll be
Right.
there.
And appear. Yes. Okay, Ron has it. Down,
Thank
left,
you.
right, statue, right.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All
We're
right.
going to
As
the
we-
bakery.
I skip, like taking lead, and as I'm like skipping, if I see like little bits of anything that's theirs, I kind of like fling it into the harbor. Like I'm just like no regard for their stuff.
All right.
They deserve it.
So most of what you see are just large, crates, barrels. There may be just some loose rocks, maybe some things that fell out of like a sack of like grain or something like that. But yeah, any small thing that's just not a large barrel, you're just kind of plinking it into the harbor. Most people are too busy to pay attention to you or to notice what you're doing.
As we get to the edge of the like property line, I go, and then I like continue to skip to the direction of the bakery.
All right, and you make your way over to the bakery there, and it's just a small kind of wooden building, and it just says bakery above it. You're not sure why the person didn't understand what he was saying. Maybe he couldn't read, who knows, but
or that asshole bartender.
And there's the bakery, and then just
people are just stupid and rude here.
And a wooden engraved piece of bread, it looks like. So you guys make your way in, and you see a gnome behind the counter, sort of just kind of kneading bread and like pushing it out, kneading it, pushing it out. And you
Baker,
enter.
I have man here. He will die in bed if we do not get him sweets.
First, though, we have to. Does Ron duck before going into this place?
He absolutely has to duck before he goes into any place, since
I'm
he's
just making
almost
sure
8 foot tall.
He might forget I'm on his back.
Yeah.
He will die in bed. Isn't that right, Bryn?
You
We require sweets for our friend here. What do you have with sugar in it, or honey?
well, we don't have a lot of sweets here. We have breads. Some bread.
Can you
is...
make like a sweet bread, like a
Can you
like a
just
cinnamon
put sugar
roll,
on the bread?
or like a bread with sugar? You put the
Honeycomb.
sugar and the cinnamon,
Yes.
and then you like put it
Honeycomb
on
is
top.
delicious.
Honeycomb, yeah, this would be good. Maybe
Well, I
like
can-
some flowers.
Yeah, I can do that. I can put some sweet bread. Yeah, we have
Well,
some
how
sweet bread.
good, man? He's dying.
Yes, he'll die in bed.
You see, at this point,
He looks fine to me.
Valkan's already like, Valkan's already sort of perked up at just the smell of food, of any kind, like legitimate fresh food.
Yeah, you enter this
But
bakery.
he's still kind of playing it out. He's like, ah.
Yeah, you enter this bakery, and it smells as you hit the smells of all the different types of breads, and there are some sweet bread there, and it just hits your nostrils, and it's just you're already salivating just smelling it. So he comes back and he's like, "Oh, I got 2 different kinds of sweet breads. One made with
Yeah,
sugar,
we'll take both. Just
one made-
give them all to us.
full copper."
All right, paid.
He holds his hand out, grabs the money. Thank you. Let me know if you need anything else.
We'll be back tomorrow morning for breakfast. I want something very sweet. Like whatever you think you can do, we'll take it. Like
All right.
Am I still being carried?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand one of the sweet. But one was with sugar on it, and the other one was what? Sorry, I
Honey.
interrupted you. And honey, I'm gonna hand the one with sugar on it to Val. Valkan.
Yeah, he takes it and just takes a big bite, and then almost as soon as he takes the bite, his demeanor changes instantly, and he's like the most stoic-looking person you've ever seen, and he's just completely content, and almost forgets he's still being carried by Ron, but he's just eating, focused. This
All
is
right.
amazing.
You have successfully secured your sweet breads. And where to after the bakery?
Think we'll split those and just walk around town.
What time is it?
Yep, it's getting to be like dusk, so the sun is definitely setting. You do have rooms secured at the Fool's Dagger. You can kind of see that most of the places are shutting down for the night, save for like the taverns and places like that. Most people are going home after work.
Perhaps we shall return to Fool's Dagger.
Okay.
Do you still need to be carried, Val?
No,
Okay.
you can put me down.
I'm a sec.
Falcon's almost like he's almost sparkling at this point. He's got his energy back. He's good. He's ready for whatever.
Perfect. Okay, so you make your way back to the Fool's Dagger. A lot busier than when you got there about midday or so. Pretty busy place. Almost all of the tables are full. People are drinking and laughing. The smell of just that swill that you had earlier kind of fills the air. The bartender's kind of hard at work serving drinks to people. Most people look just like your average working folk.
Find a table, an empty table, and sit down and just kind of relax for a little bit before bed.
Sure. So you find an empty table, and then you see the barkeep. He's just like, "I'll be with you in a minute." And then he's serving drinks, and you hear people laughing. And then you kind of, as you're at the table conversing, you see someone kind of walk up to your table and kind of put their hand down onto your table with a drink in their hand and just kind of look at all you. And he just says, "Look at this fucking lot here coming in with your armor and your steel, your fucking horses. You think you're better than everybody else here?"
Do I recognize him
we do
from
not
before?
have horses.
So as you
talking to us?
as you look up, it is one of the people that you saw riding out and riding back in town. And you
I recognize this one.
And he looks around. He's like, "Hey, Scratch, look who it is. These the fucking mercenaries.
How may we be of assistance?
You can start by taking 3 steps back and fucking yourself. How about that?"
Ron tries to process this in his head. It starts hurting.
No, it's not. He mean it is like an insult. It's not.
But we are sitting. How can we?
It doesn't mean.
But-
Listen,
I am.
it's Ron. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Just it's okay. Hey, you're confused, my friend. Fuck off.
And he kind of looks
Can
at
you-
you and he
Can you
turns
show
around,
Ron how?
and you see kind of the rest of the group is just kind of gathered around him. He's like, "You hear that? They told us to fuck off in our bar. I can't believe
Oh, this
that.
is your bar. You own this bar.
Look,
Doesn't that barkeep own bar?
no,
No,
actually,
you
he
you own
doesn't.
bar.
Sure, I own the bar, big man. Now, let me tell you something, all right? You come in here, you're riding with all the people leaving the kingdom for whatever the fuck reason, I don't care. You're gonna have a hard time here because you're drawing a lot of attention, see? You have all the shiny armor, all the swords. I mean, people will be scared of you. Do you really want that in the town? I mean, honestly, since we're so good people, we could just take it off your hands.
Oh, Bryn. He says they're good, nice people.
No, they're not nice people. They want to steal all of our shit.
Oh.
I tell you what, I will happily introduce you to my spear. Would you like to meet her?
Now, hold on. There's no reason to draw steel or anything. We're just trying to help you out. I mean, for all you know, you could just be conscripted into some army. You already look like you're ready for battle.
Actually, we come to relax.
You don't
Very
look
loose.
like you're relaxing. And he kind of
Well,
takes his cup and clinks it onto your armor.
Yes, it makes noise.
Yeah, not very comfortable, is it?
Val sort of speaks up at this point. He's like, "We get it. You know what armor looks like. You got a problem with me? I'm wearing perfectly fine clothes."
Now, come to think of it, those clothes do look really nice. To be honest, you look really out of place here.
That's what I thought.
Now, we're just here to help you. All you gotta do is hand your stuff over and we'll be out of here. You can leave the whole town. You won't be scaring any of the children thinking that you're part of the army coming north.
Ron finds this unacceptable and denies your request.
He kind of looks, he goes, "All right. Well, I guess that's it. They've denied our request." And he takes his cup and just swipes you across the head with it. I need you all to
who, Ron?
to Ron. He swipes his cup and just bonks him. I need you all to roll initiative for me.
Fuck this guy.
And just let me know
10.
out loud.
14.
13.
13.
$14 was Ron, right?
I have 10.
10
I have
was Ron.
14.
Vin has 14, and then we'll do Valkan and then Bryn. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different. You are going to be in a tavern brawl here. It's not going to be normal combat for you, but there will be some exciting moments. So as you see, as he kind of tries to clock you against the head with this cup full of ale that he's got, I need you to make a contested strength roll.
Okay. I got a 14.
He also got a 14. So as you try to swipe with this cup, you end up just catching it with your hand and blocking it for a moment. So as this brawl he sees that happen, and you see someone in the back of the bar and be like, "Oi, they're fighting!" And then you see kind of the tavern start to erupt. Like they were waiting for something to happen like this, something more interesting than just drinking. So as the tavern kind of erupts into this brawl here,
In an old-timey saloon brawl.
yeah, so the half orc looks over to Valkan and just grabs a chair and just hurls it at him.
Can I, as a reaction, can I do, what is it? Deflect missile?
So you can. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do first make an acrobatics check for me. This one isn't exactly like normal combat. It's a little different since it's a tavern brawl.
Okay. That's a 10.
A 10. This would be a natural 20, so a 21 on their check. So they hurl this chair at you, and it hits you. Make a Constitution save for me.
I'm gonna be knocked out by a chair. Six.
A 6. Okay. So they hurl this chair across the bar at you, and as it hits you, it kind of hits you across the head, and you are definitely feeling a little dazed from the blow. You're not quite out of the fight yet, but it definitely hurt a lot.
Do I get a glimpse of what direction it came from before it hits me? Or
Oh
just
yeah, it was the
blindsides
orc
me?
that was around, the half orc that was around the table, with the other group of people that were kind of giving you trouble, and she just grabbed a chair and just hurled it at you.
And I take damage.
Not necessarily. This is a different kind of check that we're doing, not normal combat.
Okay.
So Vin, the male tiefling that was kind of surrounding the table with the other group, just tries to basically just punch you as this fight breaks out. He just rears back and just tries to clock you. So make a strength check for me.
Oh dear. Is this a saving throw or just a skill
it
check?
it would be in athletics. I'm sorry.
Okay. Four.
Oh no!
So they actually they got a 5. So
Oh.
you try to go out of the way as they're kind of behind you, and as they rear back and just hit you right along the face. Please make a Constitution saving throw for me.
We get killed in a bar fight. I'm gonna
Me math 19.
19. So it hits you, but you shake it off and you're still fine. You're in the fight. Bryn, the human female, and the male half elf that were in the group both come at you. One's trying to grab you and the other one is trying to just punch you in the gut. Make an athletics check.
10.
22. These dice are rolling hot. That was the second natural
We're
20.
rolling like crap today.
So
Yeah,
weird
it's
today.
not great.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. Ooh. 20.
So you get punched in the gut, oh, and then you just kind of look at them. They were expecting to hopefully kind of get you out of the fight, but not you. You're too big. Okay, so next we will go to Vin and kind of explain what's going on here. You can do whatever you want in this. You can whatever you describe it. We'll just do some contested rolls and then we'll see what happens.
So not necessarily spells, but just like melee.
Anything you want.
Ooh.
Question though, would spells be like, would it be like really bad to like cast spells in a bar fight? Like, is that like, what I'm,
You can find out.
that's true.
Yep.
Like, are we gonna get kicked out of town?
up to you, Vin? What would you like to do? You just got punched in the
Do
face.
what your heart tells you.
So I'm pretty upset that I got punched in the face. So I look at the person, the tiefling who did it, and I say, "You're gonna pay." And I do Agnazar's Scorcher at this dude.
Okay.
So it looks like it's a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 damage. So I just rolled
So
for damage.
this, just make
Or-
like just give me an Arcana roll for this, and then they'll see if they can dodge it or not.
Okay.
It's on now.
7, 9.
So they only got a 4. So
Thank
as this
God.
bar fight breaks out, you kind of, what does it look like whenever you're casting this spell?
I like my hands start glowing blue, and then I just go like this, and then my flame shoots out at him.
Got you. So you shoot this large area of flame in the bar, and you can just see
Yes.
several of these patrons that were trying to fight you that just start going, "Oh shit, what's she doing?" And then someone else like, "She's casting a spell!" And then
There's a witch.
two of them in front of you just engulf in flame, and they just start patting their like their clothing. They like rush out of the bar, trying to like dive out the door and rolling on the ground. And everyone is just kind of looking at you.
Balkan's looking to
And
me.
I
He's
go,
like,
and I sit back down and sips tea.
So when that happens, the fight stops. The bar kind of just goes quiet, and they just stare at you. And one of the people that you had burned, they had put the flames out. And they look at you, which I believe was the half orc. And she walks back in and she goes, "I accept. We'll see you at dawn." And then that gang just sort of walks out of the bar, and you can see kind of the patrons just like shuffling out. Some people don't really have anywhere to go, and they're just kind of scooting away and like keeping a wide berth around away from you. And you see the barkeep kind of look, and he's just like, "You're gonna have to take that shit out of here. I don't want none of that." You can have your fucking money back. Just you're not staying here.
I say,
Ron does not
"Oops."
understand what happened. What did orc mean? They accept.
Well, I mean, here's a fucking bar fight and she casted spells. I mean, you cast spells or you draw steel. You're challenging him. The fuck do you think was gonna happen?
That we
They
would
were
win.
challenging us. They were picking fights. They were being rude to us. I just put him in their place. So I feel like we didn't really do anything wrong. I wasn't trying to kill him. I'm just saying
Wait,
that
hold
they're
on.
just picking up some
You-
newcomers here.
You telling me that with whatever wizardry shit threw flames out your hands and you weren't trying to kill anyone? You're lucky the bar didn't go up in flames. You know what? I don't have to explain myself to you. You can find somewhere else to stay for the night. You're not welcome in the Fool's Dagger anymore, that's for damn sure.
But sir,
Please leave.
you don't understand. Can we please at least have this one night and we'll be out of your hair?
He puts like the money, like all the money that you paid him earlier on the counter.
Was that 3 silver? Okay, I'll
All
take
of
that
it,
back.
including your drinks.
Oh,
Including the drug money.
Yes.
everybody put your money back.
Take it and leave.
Free drinks.
Well, Ron
Nice.
prefers sleeping outside anyways.
I say
No.
thanks for the free drinks, hun, and wink at him as I like skip out.
Did the group that
Well-
caused the fight, are they still hanging out, or did they leave the bar too?
They left. So after the ones kind of patted down and the fight kind of just
Yeah.
subsided when they came back in and challenged, then they left and they kind of went off into the city.
Okay.
So, do we want to find another place to sleep or camp outside town in the woods? I'm starting to think the woods is actually safer.
Ron loves the woods.
I know, Ron.
To
We
the
know.
woods!
All right, we're going to go camp in the woods outside of town like a bunch of hobos.
Fucking size to the woods.
Sure. Okay, so you leave the town the direction that you came in, I'm assuming. So you leave, you see the big copper arch in front of you
Oh,
as you're
it's
exiting
copper?
out of town. It is. And you find your way south until you can find an open spot of land.
I really was hoping we could do that like historical tour. I guess not. Maybe next time.
I mean, we still
No.
can.
I don't think they
No?
like us now. No, they're probably like gonna get all their pitchforks and come for you.
That's just a couple of jerks. I mean, a
but,
couple
like,
of
I
jerks
don't-
is not the whole town.
You don't understand these northern people. They don't like the magic. It's not a thing. Like it's not like everybody knows magic. You know.
Oh,
They throw
are you
chairs.
saying I'm weird?
No, I'm just saying. Like if you were to go do that in my village, they'd think you were a god.
Ooh, let's go to your village then.
No,
I'm down for
they-
that.
No, nope. I've already played that game. It gets boring very fast. They're very
Oh.
stupid.
Okay.
So where do we meet? Challenge. They challenge
I assume
all
they'll
of
find
us
those
or just
assholes.
Vin?
I'm assuming all of us.
I say we just ignore it, go to the captain.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we could just ditch him and go back to. We can go to sleep and then wake up really early and go to the boat. No big deal.
Bakery first.
Oh yes,
boat.
we gotta get
Yeah.
your sweets.
Malkin is rubbing his head. Yeah, totally. Let's go.
All right.
I guess we'll set up camp.
So you set up camp. Someone make a survival check for me.
I
Not
don't know
wrong.
who has good survival. Not me.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I got a 15 anyways.
All right. So
You
you
have a plus
find
15.
yeah,
oh,
so
and there we go.
you find a good enough place to camp. There's plenty of like firewood to find around and stuff like that. So you set up your camp for the night, and then who will be on first watch and who will be on second watch since you're in the wilderness?
I feel like the way we did before, the girl, ladies on first watch, ladies first,
Okay.
these guys second. Could it works very well.
All
I
right.
agree.
I don't have dark vision, so I'm not
yeah.
gonna go on second watch.
So first watch makes
Fine with
some
me.
perception checks for me, and disadvantage if you don't have dark vision.
Oh, they're both both will be disadvantaged.
It's just nighttime.
Yeah.
What's that?
11.
11. Okay.
19.
19.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have
So-
been a 20 or a 19, so I rolled some good rolls.
Nice.
Very nice.
So, whenever you are, as the gentlemen bed down in the camp and the ladies are taking the first watch, it's kind of peaceful. The night is pretty clear skies. A lot of the wind has died down. You can see the stars above you. You can hear kind of just the sea, just kind of waves crashing against the rocks in a distance away from you. Everything seems fine on
Just-
this watch.
Very peaceful here.
It is, isn't it? I like the sound of the ocean. I can get used to this.
Have you ever been on a boat?
I don't know. If I did, I was a kid. I don't really recall in my adult life. My adventuring has been most of the land. The guild sends me inland.
Yeah.
How about you? Boat life?
Like once, like, just to get from here to there. It's not my favorite, but it's whatever.
Do you get nauseous?
Rough seas, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
feel
if
that.
Ron's ever been on a boat. If he gets nauseous, we're all doomed. He's a big guy.
Oh,
Ron
yeah.
loves fishing.
We'll need an umbrella.
Ron has to use big boat. If I use a small boat, Ron cannot go fishing.
I was picturing him fishing in a little canoe. It's like,
All right. The first watch ends and is uneventful. Ron and Valkan wake up as you switch shifts, per se. Need you to make your perception rolls for me.
5.
And that is a 12.
12. Okay. Similar to the first watch, you can kind of hear just some owls hooting in the distance. See the stars above you. The sounds of the sea filling the air. But pretty uneventful. You kind of get the sense that you're just outside of town. So you're really not too deep in the wilderness for anything to kind of be out and about.
Hawkins still kind of rubbing his head where he got hit by the chair.
It's sore.
Says, I got hit by a chair.
Yeah,
A chair?
Ron saw.
I mean, what are we? Crazies? What's going on here?
Ron thought we were defending ourselves against hooligans. I do not understand why things happened the way they did.
A chair, Ron. They threw a chair at me.
Yes, chairs are for sitting, not throwing.
Exactly.
Ron agrees.
You're gonna throw something like a stick, maybe. Whatever. I don't care. I'm over it.
Let Ron help. And I reach my palm and just smack it against Valkan's
fine.
head. And then I do like a tiny heal of lay on hands. I'm just like, beep.
I'm fine.
No, let's Ron do
Lay on
this.
hands. Wait, you didn't actually cast lay on hands, did you?
Just a little bit.
Oh, I'm not hurt though. I'm technically
It's
not
comfort,
hurt.
Ron.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I appreciate it, but I'm okay. And then I just take out the pour a little bit of the super sweet, slightly spiked tea, and just have some sips. Offers a little bit to Ron.
Ron will partake. Thank you.
Good. You're learning.
So
That's
as
about all.
the sun rises towards the end of your shift of an uneventful night, both Vin and Bryn wake up, and you are on the forest just outside of Last Chance, and it is a new day for you all. It is currently raining just lightly as you wake up. A little chillier than the day before, but not heavy rain. Looks like a small showers currently.
Sylvanas has blessed us with rain today.
Uh,
Ron
call it a
loves the rain.
blessing.
guess it's
Like-
better than snow.
Look
I don't
up
know
and
if
let
I'd call it that.
the rain fall into my face.
All right. And you.
Shall we go to bakery?
To the bakery.
So as you go and you head back in towards Last Chance, and you head back towards the bakery, once you come through sort of the large copper arches, to the left there's like a large open like green area of grass. And there you can see the group that had started the bar fight the night before.
Ah, not these guys.
As you were passing through. And as you're passing, you can see Vin, as they're waiting for you, the large female half-orc standing there with just a large two-handed club standing out in the field.
They already see me, or they only see,
They see the
like
group.
us coming, but they don't see me yet.
They see all of you. They see you. If you're walking into town through the arch, this grassy area is like right by it, and they're just
Okay.
standing there waiting.
I like wave, but like don't really acknowledge. Like I don't walk in their direction. We just continue on towards the bakery, and I'm just like,
So if you try to continue like down the road, they sort of kind of intercept you and kind of get in your way. And she looks at you and she says, "What's the rush? You asked for this."
let me
do
get
it.
this straight. You hit us, and your group over here tried to attack us and harass us. We defend ourselves, and you're pissed with your panties in a bunch? Like, I don't understand why you're so
Oh.
mad, because we're clearly stronger than you. So,
Hold
like,
on.
let us go. We don't need this. We have places to be, people to see. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, you don't understand how things work around here.
Clearly,
we didn't draw
we
steel.
don't.
None of us cast spells. It's just a fucking bar fight. And then you throw fire outside your hens. I accept your challenge.
All right.
She's not from here. We didn't know the customs. It was not intended. We can just go on our way. We're leaving town anyways. You don't ever have to see her again.
She looks over to you and she just says, "That's not the way we do things round here." And she grips the club and she swings it at Vin. I need you to roll initiative.
Oh,
On. It's on. I haven't even had my morning sweet, Brad.
12.
12. Okay. Nyx rolled a 13. So Nyx will be going first. So as she swings this club at you, they roll a 16 to hit your AC, which I believe hits.
Yeah, my AC is 10.
And
It
they
hits.
you take 5 bludgeoning damage as she takes this club, grips it, and as she's talking to Bryn, just looks over and just almost baseball swings it into your side. As you all look, from what you can see, the other members of the group of like hooligans and thugs, as you had said, are there, but they're not engaging. They're stepped probably about 20 feet back, just watching what's happening. Vin, what do you do?
I throw, again, Agnazar Scorcher.
Okay, that's a dex saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get a 16. Does that
Damn.
save?
Yeah, I think my dex is 14.
Okay.
So on a failed save, or okay, so half as much
Mhm.
damage. Okay, so they still take some damage. All right, I have 2d8, so let's do the first two. An 8 and a 6, and then the second one is a 4. So 8 plus 6 plus 4 equals 18.
18. Okay, and then they take half of that, right?
Correct.
Gotcha. So they take 9 damage, and as they swing, you just hold your arms out similar to how you did in the bar fight. And at this point, she knows it's kind of coming and tries to like get away from it, and then you catch just part of her body in these flames. Okay. It's going to be back to Nyx, unless you all are going to engage or stay out of the fight. It's up to you.
This is a battle of honor. Do well, Vin. Ron will cheer on for you.
I mean, if you want to get in on this, you got hit with a cup. But I'm just saying.
Ron was so swift. Ron captured cup.
Nyx
Just hurry
recovers
up and
and
finish her
backswings
off.
the club as you're conversing and rolls a natural 1. So just trying to put the flames out, she just kind of looks and swings in your direction, but you're able to quickly and easily dodge away from it. Back to you, Vin.
I'll do poison spray.
Okay.
So a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d12.
They get a 15.
Negative, you said?
They get a 15 is their saving throw roll. You said Constitution saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they rolled a 15 total.
I think my con is 14, so
Okay, so
it doesn't
Gotcha.
look like they take half as much. Let me.
yeah, so you go to spray this poison, and they've kind of gotten a sense of whenever you're casting a spell, it's kind of a telegraph. Is kind of you have to say some incantation, and you have to move your arm forward, and she just tries to dodge and gets out of the way as your poison spray just kind of spreads the area of where she was, and then she swings again at you and rolls a 14, which I believe hits you.
Mm-hmm.
And you take 3 bludgeoning damage as she slams into your side again with this large club.
Okay.
Back to you.
I will cast invisibility on myself
Okay.
and go invisible. And I move from where I was.
Mhm.
So she doesn't know where I am now. I'm like 10 or 15 steps and like left.
Sure. So her turn comes around, and as you just like disappear, she just looks around and she just swings at where you were and doesn't hit if you're not there anymore. And back to your turn.
And then I shoot magic missile at her from where I am currently, which I believe auto hits.
It sure does. So you pop out of your invisibility and extend your hand, and what do your magic missiles look like as they're emitting from your hand?
They just look like regular missiles, or I guess they look like blue flames of like magic, like blue tealy flames.
Sure. All right, and then roll your damage as these little blue motes of like arcane flaming energy just pelt the half orc.
Right. So I have 1 and a 4, and let me do the third one, which is another 1. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then since my invisibility is a concentration, since this wasn't a concentration spell, I can continue to be invisible. Like,
So if you cast invisibility, it lasts until you cast a spell, I believe.
oh shoot. Okay, that's fine.
So,
I didn't know that.
however, as you cast these little motes of blue flaming arcane energy as they pelt the half orc in the side because you didn't know where you were coming from, the force is just too much, and then it just pelts her and she falls to the ground, dead.
Oh. I go over to her. Oh, what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I go over to her and I go, ha! And then I have a cape and I like fling my cape and like walk back to my friends.
Then you're victorious. Ron is
Valcon-
very proud of you.
Valken kind of just rips his staff and is eyeballing the rest of this person's group
So
to make
as
sure
they
that they don't
see-
rush in.
Is she like dead? Can I go?
Mhm.
Okay.
Is there anything that you'd like to do?
I mean, I would like to use a healer's kit on her if it's not too late.
Sure, you can try.
Yeah, I'll go over there and check. See
Okay.
if there's anything I can do. What do you want me to do? I have the oh boy. Can't leave me just I have the healer feat, so I don't need to roll. I don't know if I need to roll a medicine check or not.
You tell me what the
But it's-
healer's
but
feat
it
says. 'Cause I'm not
Says
super
I can
familiar.
stabilize a dying creature.
So as she kind of falls, seemingly unconscious and not breathing, you rush over and open up this kit, and start basically rendering
Oh,
aid.
well, it's
Mhm.
basically I just pull out a bottle of vodka and like pour some, and then I kind of like bandaged up some of her burn wounds. I'm like, "You're going to be fine," and I'm patting her on her burn wounds.
So you pour this liquid and down her throat and kind of turn her on her side, and she just starts coughing. Seemingly stabilized now.
Come collect your stupid friend. She's fine.
So the group just kind of looks just wide-eyed at you, Vin, seeing what you're capable of, and they kind of pick up their half-orc and the kind of human male just that started this whole thing, and he's like, we don't want any trouble. We're gonna get out of here. You'll never see us again. We're gonna leave town. And then just like start stammering and backing away and dragging their friend, and then they just kind of take off.
And I say,
As wave.
I yell, next time you're gonna be a jerk in a bar, remember me.
And they're gone. They're just taking off, not heeding what you're saying, and they're out of there.
Ron's very proud of you, Vin.
I nod.
Yeah, well fun.
Okay.
We really shouldn't just be like killing people, you know? We like
They were
okay.
asking for it.
I understand, but we all represent the guild of
The guild, yeah.
The one place, you know.
place
You
we've run.
represent the
The place
Order
that
of
hires
Iberus.
us.
the Order of Iberus, and the Order of Iberus stands for doing good and not causing harm. The whole point is to use all your magics for good, and you know, with great power comes like responsibility.
Arm, schmarm, tomato, tomato. I mean, they
Can
were
we-
harassing us. They
Yeah, but maybe
challenged
they have
me.
really hard life at home, maybe like really poor, and they live in some shit house, and like their kids hate them, and maybe they're just like trying to get out some, you know, frustrations.
All I'm saying is that sounds like a personal problem towards them, and then I
Oh.
skip to the bakery.
And you
Oh,
shouldn't
boy.
throw chairs.
Yeah, well, fair, but oh boy.
Okay.
I walk over and pat Bryn. It's okay. We're going to the bakery now.
Yeah, I really need some bread after that.
Yeah. So you make it over to the bakery, and you see the same gnome there. And he's like, "Oh, I got you sweets. Okay. I've got some more sweet bread, and then I made some sweet rolls for you."
Ooh.
Balkan's like up at the counter. Balkan with Bryn, I think, is immediately up at the counter and just is like
Little
eyeballing
kids,
everything.
like,
5 copper, please.
yeah, here we go.
Just throws the money in and whatever.
And then you now have some more sweet bread and some sweet rolls.
Yes.
All right, where to? What's next for you all?
The docks, where they also hate us.
So
Don't worry, I'll deal with them.
you make your way back to the docks, and you see just a number of ships, and various other boats there. Some that you'd seen yesterday, some that had come in. But you're really not sure which one you're looking for.
We approach the harbor master again.
Sure. The harbor master is just like, oh my god.
We have returned.
And you see another like deckhand in there, was talking to the harbor master as you came in, and he was saying, he's like, well, what do you think's gonna happen here whenever they come in and start taking things over? What's gonna be left for us? And then you come in and see the dockmaster.
We have returned, harbor master. We seek Captain Delius Rago.
Yeah,
Has he returned?
he's here. He's out there. Just go outside, take a left.
Thank you.
You'll see him. It's a small ship.
What does he mean? I like lean over and whisper to the group. When they take over, what do they do?
Oh, what do you mean? They just like take over? It's like, hey, you do this for me so I can go do something else?
I just heard small man say, whispering to Dockmaster.
Hmm?
I turn around. What do you mean, small man, when they take over? Who's they?
So the one who was talking to the dockmaster, the small kind of to you, just a human male dock worker. He's like, well, I mean, didn't you see the ship yesterday? There's a representative from Ram Crown here, and they're talking to the Lord, and apparently they're gonna take over trade here. Everything runs through them. Apparently, that's what I heard. I saw the ship dock. I don't know what that means for us.
And this is bad?
I mean, they're gonna take a generous cut of all profit of anything that comes through here, so I would say it's generally bad, yeah.
They can just do this? You can't like tell them to get lost?
You don't know much about Ram Crown, do you?
No, we're not from here.
If we say no to Ram Crown, then nothing gets through here. Ever.
So
Oh.
then you must say yes.
Yeah,
So this is good.
not really.
Good luck. I just walk away.
Thanks, buddy.
Balkan follows right behind. He's just like, all right.
All right, so you head outside. And as you're passing, you pass by that same ship that you'd saw earlier with kind of the red and slate gray flag, and is just kind of pushed off. You can see the crew members kind of just getting all of the ropes and undocking, and then they're setting sail back into the sea. I need you to make a history check for me. Any of you can.
Everyone? Okay. Ooh,
1.
History?
5.
Mhm.
We're done.
5 as
11.
well.
What was yours, Belcan?
11.
11. So all of you just look and see that's the same ship we saw yesterday. I guess they're leaving. Valkan, you're like, oh, that was Ram Crown colors flying
I know
above
this.
that
Ooh.
ship.
Yeah. That was
from-
Ram Crown over there, you guys.
From what you know, they are to the east of the Vantis Kingdom, from where the guild is based out of. Also centered on this Cannabis Sea. And with that, you would kind of know that their kind of main drive is trade and industry. That is what their area is really about. So you're not sure exactly what's happening, but you do know that they're heavily involved in trade.
Gotcha.
All right. And you all continue walking along the dock. And then towards the end, on the last kind of docking area, you see a tiefling there who has red skin. He's got kind of dark blue hair and dreadlocks pulled back. And he has a mustache and a small goatee. Wearing sort of a long coat, as well as some like leathered pants pulled into a boot. And he's kind of sitting on his boat there, kind of rigging and things like that.
Are you the one called Delius Vago? Captain of this vessel?
He looks over to the group. You don't see anyone else as far as crew. It's kind of a smaller ship, really a keel boat used for shallow waters and stuff. And he looks over to you, and he says, "Who wants to know?"
I am Ron.
Hello, Ron.
We
Do
have,
you have business with this Delius?
yes. Ixius Zelerai has acquired passage for us.
I see. And he kind of steps off onto the dock, and kind of just hops off and then reaches his hand out to you. And he says, "Captain Delius Virago, at your service, I do believe. I will be taking you north to Eremor. Is it correct?
Yes, this is correct.
And who are your friends? A pleasure to meet you.
Hello, I am Bryn.
Bryn, hello."
I curtsy with my cape and I'm like, Vin.
And he kind of, when he sees you curtsy, he kind of flourishes his like coat and like bows to you. And he's like, "Delius, a pleasure. And you?" Looking
Falcon.
Balkan, nice to meet you. I will be your captain for this journey. I do apologize for the accommodations. This is not my normal ship that I use. You were just lucky enough to catch me on the way back, on a supply shipping trip. We'll be basically following the coast until we get to the river of Immerlan, and then we will head north to Eremor. Are you ready to go now?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, sooner the better.
Yeah, sooner the better, please. He thinks.
All right then. Well, welcome aboard. And he kind of motions you to the boat. It's, like I said, kind of a smaller ship. There are places where it can be rowed, but there's also a single sail on it. There is a single kind of quarters with a couple of beds in there. And then above that is the helm. You do notice at the front of it, there is a ballista affixed to it.
This is most impressive. I like that part.
And as you all hop onto the ship and kind of settle in, he says, "All right, we shall set sail, yes?
Very well, Captain. Set sail.
Give me one moment and I will get us underway." And he kind of unties the knots to the dock, puts them back on the boat, kind of shoves off with his foot the best he can, pushing off, having some deckhands help. And he opens the sail, and you are headed out of Last Chance and into the Cannabis Sea. So you'll be basically going along the coast until you hit the river. He says to you, "This will probably take a full day of sailing. There is room for you to sleep here. You can stay, and then by the time you wake up in the morning, we will be there." Does this sound
Do you
good?
get seasick? Do you suffer from the seasickness? Do you get nauseous from the waves?
Oh no, the sea is like the second home to me.
No, I was asking Ron.
Oh, I apologize.
Oh,
Those, no worries.
Ron is
Ron.
okay.
Are you sure? We can ask the man for a very large bucket, but now's the time.
This ship seems big enough for us.
Okay, just checking. I just checking. Everyone else okay? Falcon's got sugar.
Valken
Vin
and
seems
sugar.
she's fine. All right.
All right. And then you set sail. And if you will all look at your map, I can kind of let you know where things are
Maps.
taking place. So you sail for the better part of the morning along the coast there from Last Chance, just to the north. And as you're making your way around the coastline, you pass. You can see the large island in the distance. And probably about late afternoon, early evening, kind of in that inlet where the island is in between the mainland there, you see, well, you all make a perception check for me to see what you see, if anything.
18.
Nice. 11.
13.
13 as well.
Gotcha. Okay. So you all are just enjoying the breeze from the ocean water. You're getting the smell of salt in the air. You, Ron, look as about where the captain is looking, and outside of the island is a small boat approaching your vessel. About the same size as yours. But it's basically, from what you can tell, is sort of intercepting your course. With your perception check, you can see that kind of the flag that's hanging from the mast is the powder blue and gold, which you would recognize as the Vantis Kingdom. So Dalius kind of looks to you all and he's like, all right, everyone, act natural. There's nothing to be afraid of. This is Vantis patrolling the waters. You have nothing to worry about. We will just do what they say, and then we will leave on our way. Is this understood?
Do we
Yes.
know? So Vantis is the kingdom to
Understood.
the
Yep.
west,
Vantis
but
is
it
the
sounds
kingdom
like
to the
Ram Crown has control of these waters.
This is a very large sea in the
Okay.
interior. So
Like, is there reason to be worried that we're seeing a Vantis ship?
it is kind of, maybe not necessarily. I mean, you're not too terribly far from Four Cross, which is where you left from, which would be part of the Vantis Kingdom.
But that's where they're going to war, right?
But you know that this kind of sea is a real hub for trade, and ships coming in from the ocean go to the Cannabis Sea, so it's not irregular for ships to be patrolling.
Okay.
When he tells me to act natural, I'm like real stiff and rigid.
We're
I'm like,
very good at acting natural. This is all we do.
just have a big goofy smile.
Falcon is just sitting against the mast of the boat, kind of just sighing and taking everything in because he knows what might happen.
I'm whistling.
Gotcha. So this ship, you don't adjust course, and this ship goes to intercept. And as this ship looks closer, while it's similar size, maybe a little larger, this is definitely built for speed, rather than kind of shipping, which is what your boat is doing currently. And there are what appears to be a small cannon on either side of the boat. Not really uncharacteristic to see some type of gunpowder weapon, but you know that it's something that they can afford if they're from Vantis. So as the boat approaches, you can see one person, which appears to be an elf, a high elf, in fact. And as they are approaching you, he's kind of at on the side, put his leg up on the side of the bolt, and he says to you, "Do not adjust your course. Lower your speed, raise your sails. You are going to be boarded for a routine inspection. Failure to comply will result in aggressive action being taken." And then Dalius just says, "We understand. We will do as you say." So he pulls the sails
Ilias,
up.
is
Yes.
this normal? Do you want us to,
Do not do anything of the sort.
Okay, I'm just checking. Look.
I wink.
And you see
Oh
the
no, the
boats.
boat's on fire now.
The boat comes alongside yours, and you can see this group of people. They are wearing basically like the person who is shouting at you has like a pale blue cloak with gold on the underside of it. He has got some appears to be like leather armor that's dyed blue as well, and some boots. And then there are a couple of other people on the ship with him, a human and a halfling, what you can see, and their uniforms are similar, but without the cloak. You can see that maybe that's some sort of status symbol or something. And this elf says to the human woman, he says, "Lorelei, please make sure that our boats are secured together. Eric, come with me." And he kind of steps over the boat, and the halfling makes it over as well. And he kind of just walks with his hands behind him, pacing. And he goes, "Ah, Dalius Vrago, it is not a surprise to see you here. And look, you have friends. Is this your new crew?" "No, they are just passengers. I am taking them to Aramor, and I am taking supplies there as well." "I will be the judge of that, sir. Eric, search the stores, please." And he kind of walks just in front of you as you would look to see who is coming onto the ship. And he looks over to Bryn. "What is your name?"
My name is Bryn. We are representatives from the guild of
The guild, the guild.
The
guild.
Order of
What?
Iberis.
Iberis.
the Order of Iberis. I'm sure you have heard of it.
He looks and he goes, "Never heard of it."
Well, you're lost. They're very
I
great.
doubt it. And he looks over to Valkan. "And you? Who
Just a
are you,
passenger.
and what is your business?
Just a passenger.
Where
Going
are
to
you
the
going?"
same place that these fine folks.
And he looks over to Vin. "Where is it exactly you are going?"
Over yonder way. And I like give a thumbs up and a smile.
Quite descriptive, I can see. Maybe you can
Yeah.
give me the answers that I seek, Fairbolg.
Yes, I am a Furbolg.
Where are you going?
We are headed to Aramor.
Yes. And why are you heading to Aramor?
We, of the Order of Iberis, have a
Never.
contract.
Heard of it? A contract, you say? May I see it?
Of course. Go into my tabard and I pull out the scroll where the contract is written.
He kind of just,
I didn't even know we had that in writing. This is news to me.
he abruptly takes it from you and just looks it over. And kind of eyes you. And rolls it up and hands it back to you. "I'm a little perplexed at your choice of company in your captain, but it appears that's what your orders of your contract had said. I would advise you to maybe stay off the Canamus Sea, if you know, or if you prefer your
Excuse me,
life.
can you just spit it out and tell us truthfully what you're trying to say? We don't have time for this.
Yeah,
Stay
I feel
off
like
the
you're being
sea.
around the bush,
He may
and
speak
we're in
slowly.
front of the bush.
He's not speaking slowly. He's speaking like he is better than us, and like he doesn't want to say the honest truth because something about it is bothering him. I have no time for this,
First
people.
of all, I am better than you, obviously. Second of all,
Oi.
I'm not sure if you saw, but the fleet is mustering, and unless you want to be destroyed, I would stay off the sea. Now, for all I care, I don't know when
Thank
it's gonna
you.
happen.
That is all
Perhaps
you had to say.
you
That
can
was
make
so
it out.
easy.
Listen. Shut your mouth. And go where you're supposed to go. I don't care what happens to you. Dalius, I hope I never see you again, but if I do, perhaps you'll be caught in the crossfire.
Sir, we can't be on our way because you're still on our ship. And
He
I
looks
smile.
at you and he kind of blinks.
She's got a point.
I shrug and give like a snide smirk.
And then Eric comes back. Sir, there's nothing out of the ordinary here. Just food stores, it looks like. Very good, Eric. We will be going. Like I said, avoid the interior of the sea, since that, they might start to become a little choppy. And he kind of turns with a flourish in his cape, kind of flows, basically hitting you, Ron. And he walks over back to his boat. Lorelei, put us on our way, please. And
Bye! Smell you later!
they basically unhook the boat, and then they begin sailing off into the distance. And Dahlia
Was
just
that
kind
natural-
of sighs.
Natural enough? Was that good? We were natural.
That was really pretty tame for us, actually.
I wish that you had
To be fair.
perhaps had a little more tact in your dealings, but
Yeah, but that guy was a total dick. I don't have time for this.
I do agree.
Yeah,
We're on a
imagine
mission for the
being that
guild.
guy.
he is a total dick. But unfortunately,
No respect for you as a captain, and you are the captain of this ship. And the one thing I know about ships is that you respect the captain.
this is very true. But he is also the captain of the other ship. We'll
Don't
be
give
on
a
our
crap
way.
about his ship.
We'll be on our way, and hopefully we won't have any more interruptions. So, you all begin setting sail. You don't see any other ships in the area, really, aside from the one that intercepted you. You make your way up the coast to the mouth of the river of Imerlon, and what you see there is not really a town, but just sort of a dock, like a makeshift harbor there. You can see some larger ships docked there. It looks like it's just all business there and not really a city, if that makes sense. And Dalius turns to you all. This is the port to the river of Imerlan. The reason why we have taken this boat is because we can make it up the river. These other ships cannot make it, so this is sort of a how do you say, like a rendezvous area where you can continue up the river in a smaller vessel and take goods up there while leaving your larger ship here. And he sort of points over to the docks, and you see kind of a decent size like sailing ship there, and it looks very well kept. The sails are pulled up. You see a couple people there just doing work, unloading things, loading things on the ship, and you can see sort of a flag with like a field of purple. And then on the field of the flag, there is a like silver ring on it. And then on the back, as you're passing by it, you can see where it says the name of his boat, which I am loading currently in my brain.
Loading.
You can see it says the Gold Raker on it.
The Gold Raker? So this is his ship, Delius's ship?
And he says, if you see this ship, this is the Gold Raker. This is my preferred method of transport with my crew. However, it will not make it up the river. And I prefer to stay pretty low key. Normally, the sort of vessel we are on now does not attract as much attention as we had earlier. It is unfortunate that the gentleman that you saw earlier happens to know me through previous dealings. That was unfortunate. Ferris Morin is his name, if you hear it again. As you said, he is an asshole. But if you need any ship passage, if you are looking to find your way back from Eramor to the kingdom or to Last Chance, look for me here. I don't put any mind to what he says about the war. I have no problem making it back. I'm very experienced in these methods, you should say. So look for me. I will take you where you need to go. But for now, we go up the river. So, you continue past. Go ahead.
Can I do just an inside check on Delios? I have a feeling that with the harpoon on the front of the ship, this guy is
The ballista.
most likely like a corsair or some kind, or a privateer.
Sure. Make an insight check.
All right. I just
Ron,
need to
did you
know,
understand anything that guy said? His voice was just so like smooth. I just like I kind of got lost in it.
Ron heard asshole. So,
Hmm.
man from earlier,
that's a 15 for insight.
he is whole of ass. Or
Oh,
feces
yeah,
produce.
yeah, this is exactly true. Yep.
Is this
Accurate.
insult or
This checks out.
factual?
No,
Look
it
a
checks
little bit of both.
So with your 15, Valken, you can kind of see what he's getting at. Based on what he's saying about he prefers this ship because it's a little more inconspicuous. He's sort of well versed at getting people places where they need to go. You can probably safely bet that he might be some kind of smuggler of some sort, who excels in shipping goods quickly back and forth to places.
Yeah, and Valken was just almost immediately suspicious when he saw a harpoon affixed to the front of a
It's-
small vessel.
Yeah, it's a ballista, not a harpoon, just for
Or ballista.
point.
Oh. Yeah.
So
Just needed to confirm his suspicions.
he also said it
He
wasn't
doesn't
his
say anything
boat.
to the group. He just kind of, for his own sake.
Yep. So, you make it through the port, and at this point, you'll probably have gotten a nice rest in. So we'll say that you hit the port about the morning of the next day, as you are approaching Aramor. And I will say, as you are approaching, let me take one look at something real quick. You all happen to notice, as you're going up the river, and what looks like two humanoid figures rushing to the shore of the river as you are going up, and there seems to be kind of a narrowing area in the river, which is kind of what he had talked about how his other ship wouldn't have made it through. It gets a little shallow, but with being in a keelboat, it's perfectly equipped to handle this terrain. You just see these people running towards the shore. When you look, you're not sure what's happening. As your boat approaches this narrowing area, you see them kind of pull back, and up out of the water is a large, what appears to be wall of basically sharpened wooden wall pointed at the boat. As they pull this up to the boat slams into the front of these kind of wooden spikes out of the water, and the boat kind of jolts and stops there, and you all lose your balance trying to get it there. And as you see them running back, you can see that they're armed with crossbows. They have masks over their face, wearing darkened clothes.
Banditos.
And they all train their crossbows at you while they have your ship stopped. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Cliffhanger!
We will pick up next week as your small
Valken's
keelboat.
already warming up the old muscles. Then
We will start
I didn't
next
get to
week.
punch anybody.
Yeah, we will pick up next
Next
week as your
time.
boat gets ambushed
That's
on the
okay.
river of Imerlan by what appears to be some bandits.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
our-
Okay.
What a
Our
dirty cliffhanger. I was
sorceress
so ready.
handle
I
things,
know.
dude.
I was like, oh, we're getting another fight,
I was like,
baby.
I'm gonna
Let's
leap off of
go.
this boat and I'm gonna start decking people.
Yep. So,
Just let me at him.
yeah, we'll have to wait till next week, same time, to pick up where we left off. Thanks everybody for watching, by the way. Thanks for supporting. I appreciate you all very much. One thing that I would like to do though, is since these wonderful other content creators have joined me on this wonderful adventure of me DMing and sharing my world with them, I would like to give them some time to talk about their streams and what they're doing. So I would like to start with Bunny Dreadful. If you would tell people about your stream and what you'll be streaming for the next week or so.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hi, my name is Bunny Dreadful, or you can call me Joe or Bun Bun. I am an art streamer, so I will be doing drawing, digital painting, some sort of creative shenanigans. So if you like watching art, I stream every Tuesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, noon Pacific Time. Sorry, I'm nervous. Please come hang out and watch me draw. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.
Yep. Up next, the wonderful Mac and Cheese, please. Tell everybody what you're about and what you're going to be doing.
That's a really good question. I am a streamer that doesn't plan anything. I kind of like, I feel like playing this today, but I'm known for like community focused streams. So I play games with the community, not necessarily like solo player games. Sometimes I do, but I don't know. I guess the next I stream Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. and on Sundays at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. And then on Tuesdays and Saturdays I stream on YouTube. I'm a YouTuber, so if you want to follow me on YouTube, I make Minecraft content on YouTube.
Subscribe.
Yeah, comment, like, and subscribe. You know.
Awesome.
Ring that bell too.
Yeah, ring the notification bell. No, you.
Up next, my buddy Moobs Like Jagger from the Glorious Gaming Network.
Hi, hello. My name is Moob, aka Eric. I am from the Glorious Gaming Network here on Twitch. Our channel is ran by 4 glorious dudes, including myself, Mikey, Chinner, aka Sam, and Nate. We all work in the game industry, but during the evening times, we like to just kick back and hang out with our community and play video games. Each one of us take a separate day, so you'll have a different personality pretty much every night.
Thank you very much, sir. Last, certainly not least, also his first time playing in a D&D campaign. Virtual Spectre.
Oh, yeah.
Tell everybody what you're about, buddy.
My name is Virtual Spectre, and I feel a little bit naked because normally I'm armored up and have like cybernetics and stuff because I'm from the future, technically. But I stream a whole plethora of type of games, multiplayer, single player, it doesn't matter. Right now, we just finished Nier Automata. We're going to be jumping right back into Hades. So if you like Hades, if you like, anime waifus, we got PSO2, all that stuff's going on at twitch.tv/virtual_spectre. You can find me there. You can find me also on the socials by the same name. So say hello. Thanks,
All
Max.
right. Thank you, everybody. I posted their Twitch links in the chat, and you can find all their other content there as well. Thanks so much for playing, everybody.
Thanks, Max.
I had a lot of fun. You all did fantastic. I hope that...
Thanks for being an awesome DM. Yay.
Yeah, thanks, Max.
Hey,
Total blast.
and thanks, everybody
It was
here
a ton of fun.
for being here and indulging me in my need to want to play D&D all the time. So, like I said,
Yeah,
we'll be back.
thank you, chat.
We'll be back next week. If you didn't happen to watch all the broadcasts, we will have VODs as well as a podcast version available to you. So make sure to look at Twitter for that. And without anything else to say, I'm really happy that you all had a good time. And
See you next Friday.
we will see you next Friday.
See you next Friday.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
See you next Friday when I get to punch someone in the face finally.